Good morning. It's Saturday. And I just been sitting in my car for like 2 hours drinking coffee. I glued this lash down last night. It done came back up. Sick of this goddamn lash. Sick of it. I decided that I was no longer going to talk to humans really rudely and disrespectfully, like say things to people like, shut up, stupid. And that's dumb. Well, I usually would be like, you're dumb. Now I'll be like, that's dumb. Your action's dumb. Stupid mother. Now I don't talk to people like that no more. I don't verbal abuse people no more because it's not nice. The way I was raised, though, I've been called all kinds of names by the people that say they love me. My grandma loved to call me a bitch. She had no other. I'm like this, or she called me my middle name. One or the other. She barely used my regular name. Only a few people know that because my grandma. So I didn't know if I wanted to come on here and talk about my grandma chronicles or niggas in jail chronicles. We're gonna talk about niggas in jail. My teeth so yellow, my tongue brown, it's nasty. Anyway, niggas in jail. So my first husband, I met him when I was right before I turned 15, so around 14. I got pregnant with our first child when I was 15. He's 4 years older than me, so he was 19. And I never liked him. When I met him, I had a whole boyfriend. I did not want to date my first ex-husband because I didn't like him. Somebody introduced me to him. They were like, oh, he's cool, da-da-da. Yeah, I'm ashy. And I'm like, okay, cool. We became cool. At the time, I had a boyfriend. My boyfriend was older. I always dated older guys. Like I said, 14, 15. I don't have no car. I'm not taking no bus. Nah. I'm gonna figure out how to get up out of here in a car. And it's not that I didn't want to ride the bus. It's just the city that I lived in. The bus didn't make no kind of good sense to me. Like, you had to go down, you had to get on one bus, then go downtown to get on another bus just to get somewhere. I'm not doing all that. I won't go. I won't go. My brain it's not going to function through all those steps. I can't do it. So, pick me up. I can't go. So, majority of the time, I dated guys with cars at a young age. So they were grown, and I was not. Well, make a long story short, my boyfriend, he was grown, had a car. Loved his car, had a Cadillac. Loved me a Cadillac. And he was my boyfriend. We didn't spend a lot of time together because I was a kid. He was grown. But when we did, here and there, we had a good time. Okay, so my first husband, like I said, I was a homie. I always had homies. Like, I always vibe out with guys more than girls. I always have a group of girls that be like my sis, but I'm not going everywhere with y'all because y'all boring. And I like hanging out with men. I don't know why. I think it's because I just been raised around a bunch of men. So it's better for me to be around guys. Girls don't like me. And I be trying to like girls. I be like, dang, girl, you cute, girl, you pretty, girl. And girls still don't like me. I be like, gosh, why can't I have no girlfriends? Okay, so I just have sisters. You even love me or you don't. I'm over it. And so, make a long story short, he convinced me one day to, like, let's drink. I never drank with my first ex-husband. We just would, like, smoke together. He is Panamanian and Jamaican, so we would, like, talk about New York, and he was from New York, and he would help me with my Spanish homework. Like, he would help me with my Spanish homework. Basically, he would do my Spanish homework for me. And so we was cool. Like, let me have a Spanish assignment that need to be done. And I'm like, I'm definitely was going to run over where he would be at and get him to do my homework. Okay. So I felt like we were like buddies, like homies, like, you know, like he would talk to me about his girlfriend, I would talk to him about my boyfriend, you know. And the whole time, like, I just didn't vibe with him on the, like, I just didn't think we were compatible like that. So, you know, of course he would flirt, he a dude, I'm a girl, but like I just, you know, kept it friendship, man. So one night he was like, yo, Siri, want to drink? We drink. 2 weeks later, I'm pregnant. Okay, let's rewind to present. Jill stories, purpose of the Jill story. By the time I had my son at 16, he's 20. He didn't show up to the hospital when I had him, whatever, that's a whole nother story. And then he wound up going to jail when my baby was 6 weeks. He did not get out of jail, prison, until my son was turning 4. The year my son turned 4. Okay. The whole time he was in prison, I talked to him. I ran up a heck of a bill with my parents. I don't know. I think I ran up like $2,000 on a collect call, because back then I was dumb. I didn't know nothing. I'm just collect call, charge, click. I don't know. For like 4 years that was going through, so I was click. Okay, my parents finally was like, you can't talk to this nigga no more. You understand? I'm like, I'm arguing with him. I'm like, why can't I talk to him? I want to talk to him. Like, that's my kid's father. I need to tell him what's going on with his son. Actually, what it was he was my pen pal. I'll have a whole baby. Everybody's living their life in high school, having fun, going out. I appreciate my parents because they didn't like force me to like be in the house all the time. Like, I could go out even though I had a kid. But, you know, I sat in the house and I pen palled my baby father for almost 4 whole years. Now, mind you, when he went to prison, I told him, I'm gonna date. Not sitting here waiting on you to come home. First off, when I first had my son, he jacked me up so bad that through my pregnancy, like towards the end of my pregnancy, over a year, I didn't even deal with nobody. Like, cause I told you he went to prison. I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with nobody else. You done went to prison. So it took me a minute. My ex, he had spent the block about a year and a half later. Mind you, now I'm darn near almost grown. So he's like, yo, I got a place down the street from your mom's. I want to marry you. So I tell my big father in prison, I'm like, it's been about a year and a half. I told you I'm going to date if somebody wants to date me. Now, if you get out of prison and I don't have a boyfriend, then we can talk about it. But your whole bid, nigga, I'm not staying single, nigga. I'm dating. Because when you went to prison, nigga, you had a girlfriend. Where is she at? Where is she at? Where is this hooker at? Why is she not here? And she was older than both of us. And your girl left you with her 14 kids in the project. And you think I'm going to hold you down? You's an idiot. Yeah, I talk to people. Nigga, you're dumb. I'm not holding nothing. I'm not holding you down. You better be glad I'm taking a phone call. You better be glad I'm bored. As soon as I find some friends, nigga, I'm out. Outside. Where you can't go. Shouldn't want to call me. I will kick a nigga when they down. So, make a long story short, I got my first, dose of jail talk. Like, he was like, oh, when I come home here, I just want to do right by you. You already dating niggas. They don't want that from you, but some booty. No, they didn't. I could have been married before he came home. He got me twisted. No, they did not. Just boy, bye. So that jail talk stuff is weird. So let's fast forward to present day. So now I got a homie. He locked up. He in prison. And now he want to spin the block. On who? Now I don't got no man. I entertains everybody. On the daily, I entertain myself. Every day on the daily. So if somebody else want to be entertained, I'm going to entertain you. And I don't know how the entertaining is going to go. But if I can step outside of my own head sometimes and entertain other folk, I have a good time with that too. So I'll do that. Here and there. So he'll call. Because I'll never pay for a jail call again, nigga. You better get you a cell phone. He'll call me on whatever. He'll figure it out. And I'll entertain. But one thing I'll be like, yo, player, I don't date niggas in jail. Now, what I will do is I will pick up the phone. If you call me and you locked up, I will have a conversation with a nigga in jail. I'll even have a conversation with a nigga. I had a conversation with a nigga in jail, and I didn't even know the nigga accidentally called. I picked up the phone for the nigga. I accepted the phone call. I said, I did this for a nigga and a chick before. So the nigga said, what? Yeah, I'm gonna collect. Hey, it's a free call. Hey, how are you? Who are you looking for? Okay, I can't help you, but if you give me some numbers, I'll let them know you locked up. And then they can figure out how to put some money on their books. Because I don't know how you got through my phone. Somebody probably had some money left on that number line. Global Link Tail. Yeah. Yeah. I talked to one nigga in jail for like 6 months. And his mama wound up selling me his Impala for like a stick. I was like, thanks, lady. That was all I was really over here for. I really only wanted to give her $800. I'm mad she wanted that $200. I'm like, bitch, you need this $200. I bought my baby some shit. Everything I've done has been